Drawing Secrets Revealed, Online Drawing Instruction by Sarah Parks, Fine Artist. You are here because you want to learn to draw. Or perhaps you already know a little drawing and you want to get better. You know you have a passion and you're wondering where to learn more. Or maybe you've tried your hand at painting, but your work looks awkward or amateurish and you realize you need to sharpen your drawing skills. I am here to tell you that you can learn to draw and draw well. The fact that you are here actually says a lot about your hope and determination, because many people give up before they start. They erroneously assume that you have to be born with artistic talent, and if you're not, don't even bother picking up a pencil. You can only draw stick figures. But artistic talent is like any other discipline or skill. It is something that is developed through study and practice. What I do think you need to have is an aptitude or a desire to learn. If you've ever looked at a beautiful drawing or painting and thought to yourself, I would love to be able to do that, and you feel it strongly, then you have the aptitude, and that's all you need to start you on your journey to becoming an artist. The secret that many people don't know is that there are actual techniques that can be learned. And when you learn those techniques, slowly building one on another, with lots of practice, you will begin to improve. The more you learn and the more you practice, the more you will begin to master drawing. Your art will move out of the amateur stage and into a more advanced one. And all of a sudden people will start saying, "Why, I didn't know you were so talented." You will smile and know it was the techniques you learned and practiced. Remember, no concert pianist came out of the womb being able to play Beethoven. But there is a problem with many other drawing courses. Some teachers only demonstrate drawing one or two objects, and while that is a valid form of teaching, that's all they do. They draw, you watch. It looks so easy, but when you try to draw something, it looks terrible and you give up, thinking you don't have the talent. That teacher might not have really given you the tools to be able to do it yourself. You know the quote, "Give a man a fish and he can eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he can eat for a lifetime"? The first part of this quote comes true when you are taught to draw a cute squirrel or a pretty flower, and you find that's all you know how to do. You were given a fish. I can teach you how to fish. Unfortunately, not every good artist is a good teacher. Some teachers fail to explain what visual and procedural techniques they are using to get a likeness. For example, when they are looking at the subject, what are they really focusing on? How are they comparing distances to get the right proportion? How do they evaluate how dark or light the shading should be so the image is realistic? How do they know how and where to place the object on the page so the scale is correct? How do they get the right perspective and proportion? And what are perspective and proportion anyway? These are just some of the many concepts students must understand and techniques they must use to draw not just that one flower or vase, but anything they see. So teach a man to fish and he can eat for a lifetime is the focus of my teaching, to empower you to be able to draw anything and to bring the joy into drawing. There are many possible art courses you could take to hone your skills, but this is one of the best you'll find. You ask, would I learn best from a book, an in-person course, or a video series? Well, having a teacher right there with you is probably the best, provided he or she is a good teacher, and you can afford to pay for each individual lesson and drive across town for each lesson. Just one semester of art classes at your local university, if you even have one near you, can run you over $1,400. One class alone could cost upwards of $500. That's not to mention all the fees for books, materials, and the gasoline for the commute. You have to fit the class into your schedule, which is sometimes difficult. And you might be willing to pay that much if you knew exactly what you would be getting, but most college classes have only a one-sentence description or even just a title, and you have no idea what kind of teacher the professor is. And you're left wondering if you should even make this enormous investment. So you might choose to learn from a book which is cheaper, but there's no mentor to guide you through, to show you exactly what they are talking about. It can be a lifeless, uninspiring, often frustrating way to go about your art development. So what do you do? Well, I can offer you something uniquely valuable. If you're serious about learning to draw, you will find this course full of valuable instruction that will make you glad you made the investment. Specifically, this is a college-level drawing course that is comprehensive with clear-cut video demonstrations of all of the techniques I cover and written summaries and exercises at the end of each lesson. I have developed a course that is thorough in content, but so clearly worded and explained that even a 14-year-old could follow it and master the concepts I teach. As if all that wasn't enough, you get the benefit of professional one-on-one critiques of your work to help you progress even faster. It's almost like having a teacher look over your shoulder in class and give you personalized instruction and mentorship in the comfort and convenience of your own home and schedule. I gleaned this information from years and years of formal instruction, workshops, and professional artist mentoring. I graduated magna cum laude with 2 degrees in art history and studio art, and have studied with some of the top artists in the country. Then I compiled all that knowledge into a concentrated, organized, easily understood course with time-tested, proven techniques. My purpose here is to remove the mystery from the beautiful art of drawing and show you it is possible for you to master it. I am certain that if you apply these techniques and practice them, you will be able to draw whatever you see. I can say this with certainty because they are the techniques the old masters used, and they still apply today. This is the sort of investment that will produce returns in your life and your art for the rest of your life. The feeling of pride and satisfaction when you see a beautiful piece of art you have produced can't be measured. You will want to draw again and again. Be warned, it will become addicting. You will want to draw everything you see because you know you can. Unlike many other products, with drawing instruction, once you learn these techniques, you can't unlearn them. They can't run out. It is truly the gift that keeps on giving. If you're still unsure, please consider this. These techniques are essential, not just in drawing, but in painting as well. So even if you eventually want to get into painting, from portraiture to landscape to still life, even architectural rendering, learning to draw well is a must. This is true no matter your medium, whether you use pastels, acrylic, watercolor, or oil. Drawing is the foundation. Some people who draw poorly say their style is impressionistic, but that is no excuse for poor drawing. Even the French impressionist painters such as Monet, Manet, and Renoir were schooled in drawing. Their figures are proportionate and their landscapes are sophisticated. It was only their brushwork that was loose. To find out more about how the Impressionist painters incorporated solid drawing skills into their paintings, enter your email address in the box to the right for my exclusive video, Impressionism, Traditional Drawing Skills in an Avant-Garde Painting Style. So if you want to paint, learning to draw is critical. You can't build a 2-story building on a weak foundation. It will crumble. I've seen students who were so excited to learn how to paint, they started their art instruction with a painting class, even though their drawing skills were inadequate. Trying to learn these two disciplines at the same time is a recipe for disaster. The students ended up with a mess and got discouraged, thinking they didn't have what it took, when in fact they just got ahead of themselves. If you want to paint, take the foundational course of drawing first and get your skill level up to par. You will save yourself a lot of disheartening time if you follow the right steps. By following my course, you will experience, possibly for the first time in your life, a sense of confidence and satisfaction in your drawing. You can do it. And you can do it well.
What are people saying about Drawing Secrets Revealed? As you can see, this course can help anyone improve their drawing skills. It can help you, too.
For more information, click on the link below. For more information, click on the link below.